Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
Cardinal division crown basically on the line tonight. It comes down to this, homecoming for Fremont Ross. If the Little Giants get the win over Napoleon, they are the division champs. A Fremont win, and they are in the driver's seat. Defense running the show tonight. Napoleon needing a score in the fourth quarter. Give it to George Eggers. Uses his legs, gets the first down. Burning up clock, driving down the field. Under 5 minutes to go, still scoreless. Hayden Grohl, the toss. Gets the first down, so continue to move those sticks. Second and goal, and it's a touchdown. Hayden Grohl, finally, Napoleon gets into the end zone. 7-0 lead. Last chance for the Little Giants. Under a minute to go. Fourth down. Braden Garza, all kinds of time, perhaps could have run, but just looking downfield, finally evades the tackler. Lets it go, but it's incomplete. Napoleon, the 7-0 victory. Wildcats, your NLL Cardinal Division champions in old school fashion.
No, just the kids gritted it out there. I give Fremont a ton of credit. I thought their defense played fantastic, but we needed it, and the kids it was a 3 yards, every play kind of deal. They knew that we were going to go for it on fourth down every single time, and we, they were able to get it done. I thought our offensive line got hats to hats, and then our backs did just a great job of getting downhill and getting those little bit of yards that they could every single play.
Tim Clagg and Red Boyd were on the call.
The Napoleon Wildcats were challenged in the first half of the season. 4 of their first 5 games were decided by 1 score or less, and it prepared them for the biggest stage of them all to pick up a 7-0 victory and their first NLL title since 2012. And it came down to a typical Napoleon drive going 87 yards.
Yeah, when you face that kind of adversity early in the season, those 1-score games, you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about your teammates, and it did prepare them for a game like this tonight. And when their backs were against the wall, 0-0 late in the fourth quarter, you put an 87-yard drive together, everything on the ground, and it finished with a power run from Hayden Grohl to put them into pay dirt, give them that 7-0 lead. And that defense, which has been stellar all season long, came up big on the last drive to secure the championship.
And it was a Fremont Ross team that had came in here winning 3 straight games. They had their opportunities. They had the ball 4 different times in Napoleon territory. What changed after they got in Napoleon territory where they were just stymied all night long?
Well, number one, you got to tip your hat to the Napoleon defense. Yeah. They made plays, and they put Fremont in some predictable situations in terms of down and distance. But Fremont also shot themselves in the foot with some penalties, here and there in the middle of their drive too. So, it's a matter of just going back to through the film. If you're Coach Chad Long, and you look what you did well, you look where you need to get better at, because we're getting to that time of the season. They're fighting for their playoff lives now, but if they're able to get into the playoffs, you got to expect that those games are come down to 1-score games. You got to be able to execute at a high level. They'll get it fixed moving forward next week.
Napoleon crosses 2 goals off their list. First, an NLL title, the first since 2012, and now a playoff berth. Last year, they made a deep run to the regional semifinals, and they're gearing up for another deep postseason run under 4th-year head coach Tyler Swery. But tonight, the story is them taking the crown back to Napoleon High School. Back to you guys.